Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Yo-Yo's Live. Thank you guys for joining me this beautiful evening. How are you guys doing, by the way? Welcome to my live stream. Come on in. Let's have today's conversation. How are you guys doing? Come on in. Oyoyo is live. Welcome, beautiful people. Thank you guys for joining me this amazing day. Let's deliberate together as always. Welcome. There are so many things for us to learn from today's live stream. I'm trying to share, by the way. So as you come in, do share the live stream to your friends and well wishers, and I invite others to come. Okay, let's go on and start it off. Okay. I'm just sharing myself out. As you come in, please do me well by sharing this live stream. Thank you guys for joining me today. How have you been? How are you guys doing? How has your day been? Mine has been great, busy, okay, busy, but great. And thank God it's Wednesday. I realized today is what again? Today is Thursday. Hey, one more day. One more day of work and I will just have the weekend to myself. Welcome to my live stream, beautiful people. Thank you guys for joining me here. Maureen, thank you for coming. Julie, thank you for being here. UD, thank you for being here. And yes, indeed, happy new month to you guys. Happy new month, everyone. The month of August is definitely going to be a very busy month for us because most of Korra Obidi's law cases are lined up this month. So we have a lot of court documents to review. We have a lot of court documents to analyze and cases to review as well. So make sure as you come in, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you're watching from Oyoyo's World, yes, I was able to stream today on Oyoyo's World on Facebook. So thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and also invite your friends. Okay. All right. So, guys, my title is saying Cardi B files for a divorce, lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi. And you guys, I believe, saw my thumbnail already. My thumbnail is saying it, can divorce be amicable? Lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi. Yes. So today is now official that Cardi B, the rapper, has filed for finally, it is authentic, it is true. She filed for a divorce on how to move on with her life and relationship. So my question to us today is divorce amicable? We'll be discussing all of that today. And I want to start by welcoming all of you. Thank you guys for joining me and get ready with your comment. As you all know, my live streams are very conversational. I don't do the talking alone. My audience also contributes immensely to whatever conversation we're having on each live stream. So welcome you all. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me today. Right. So marriage is a beautiful thing if you marry the right person for you. And if you're there for the long haul, may God bless your union. May God bless your marriage. And for most people, some outgrow their partner, some fell out of love and things like that. And when those situations happen, most people, most couples, they will sit down on a dialogue table to decide on way forward. We can understand that we've grown, apart. We are no longer loving ourselves. The very thing that brought us together is no longer there. The spark is no longer there. We are no longer connecting the way we should connect as couples. And having grown so apart, we don't see ourselves coming together to make it work. In such a situation, the things those couples will engage in is dialogue. They are going to sit down and decide the next step they are going to take. They are going to sit down to decide how they are going to raise their children. The best interest of the child or children comes in here. And for most people, some people will recommend they go for counseling, for mediation and things like that, and also for couple retreats, see if they can still find some spark that will, spice up the relationship. Whereby you've done everything you know how to do and it's not working, they can decide to do what, to go their separate ways. And that's where we come in here in our conversation. Can divorce be amicable? Can it actually be agreed upon? Can it actually be seen as something that will work between two partners? Definitely, most times, if both partners see reasons why they need to be apart than being together, of course it will be amicable. If it's amicable when it's mutual understanding between the two, not when one wants to keep the marriage and the other one is, asking for a divorce. So why am I saying lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi? We're all going to be discussing that in the whole conversation this evening. So it was the news broke this morning. I got the information 14 minutes after I made the headlines on the internet that this couple are going headed to the court. Actually, the wife, Cardi B, filed for a divorce. And when she filed for this divorce, they said it's from authentic source. And not long ago, after she filed for divorce, Cardi B took to her Instagram page to update her fans, to tell her fans that they've grown apart, to tell her fans that she can't pretend to be happy in a relationship that she knows is not working. And when I read about that, I said this would make a very good conversation because oftentimes we pretend even when the marriage is no longer working. For women, they will say, for the sake of the children, I'm sticking in. And for men, they will say, I don't want to pay child support to this woman, so we are going to see it until the children are over 18. So what is that thing that you might recommend when the relationship are no longer working? What could you recommend? I will say you because I believe my audience are versatile. My audience, they range from those that have been in marriage for 5 years all the way to 34 years. So they've got all the experiences they can, share with our audience today. And also the things that could spark, spice up the marriage, bring the spark on to continue to grind. Because I tell you, marriage is not for the faint-hearted. Marriage is hard work. And it works best when the two people involved are willing to make it work. Not when someone is saying, please don't divorce me. The other one is saying, I am divorcing you. Okay, so welcome all of you. I see you guys. Nelly, welcome. Joe, thank you for being here. Now, let me get back to some of the things Cardi B shared on her Instagram, informing her fans that is no longer working for them. Okay, she made a beautiful post this morning with very obvious dress, red for that matter, and she wrote, with everything ending comes a new beginning. I am so grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought me more love, more life, and most of all, renewed my power. Reminded me that I can have it all. You have reminded me that I never had to choose between life, love, and my passion. I love you so much and cannot wait for you to witness what will help me accomplish what you pushed me to do. It's so much easier taking life twists, turns, and tests lying down. But you, your brother, and your sister have shown me why it worth it to push through. That was what Cardi B wrote today, and people were telling her congratulations. She's also exhibiting her belly, which could also be that she's doing pregnancy announcements. We don't know it all what she's announcing. However, they are moving on. So she's indirectly telling you, as this one is coming to an end, another one is beginning. So the marriage is coming to an end. A new baby is cooking and baking in the womb. So double announcement that she made today. All right. So when I got this information today, I'm going to pull my source so that we can all read together. That was this morning. Give me 1 second to pull it up because I need to read to my audience. All right, let's see. Where is the info this morning? Quite a lot of things has happened already just today. Guys, give me a second, okay? Welcome all of you. Give me a second to pull this information. Okay, I got it. All right. So the information is that made the headlines is saying that Cardi B filed for a divorce, but not because her husband was cheating on her, far be it. It's not because of that. It's just that this is long time, long time incoming. That's how she stated it. So it's obvious that she pulled on her divorce, her marriage again, filing for a divorce from her husband, Offset. And then they are now claiming that it's not because of cheating. So there is no cheating allegation in the divorce filing that Cardi B did, but simply that the two of them, her and her husband, they've grown apart for a long time. That means they are no longer, that same thing that brought them together as husband and wife is no longer there. So they are going separate ways and they can't pretend that it's working. And one thing about those that are courageous to say, this marriage is not working, I cannot pretend, I can't live in pretense. And they will come up with dialogue, conversation with their partners on how to, if they have children, how to co-parent in peace, or who is going to get the custody of the children, or if they are going for 50-50, things like that. For those women with such courage, I wish them kudos. And for men with such courage, I wish them kudos. One will say, what do you mean, Oyo? Can somebody just wake up one morning and say, I'm no longer interested in my husband, or I'm no longer loving my wife? It's possible. It's possible. Sincerely, it's possible. But like I said before, women stick the whole 9 years in the marriage or relationship, not because the love or the spark is there. Most times is because of the children. And for those that married into wealth, they are sticking there because of the money. So there must be something that is making someone to stick it all. And for those who can find a way to, spice up the relationship, rekindle the love and affection that brought them together in the first place, they will find themselves falling in love all over again. That's why I will recommend what most people have done in the past that worked for them. Some people go for married, they do second marriage. Yes, they go for vow renewal. Some people continue to do that every 5 years so that they will see each other as new and everything seems to be working and seems perfect. So find out what works for you and your spouse and go with that. That's the only thing I will tell you, because the reason I'm saying so, I don't live within your home to know how your dynamics work. So I can't tell you what works for me. I can only tell you, okay, this is how I renew or rekindle my relationship. This is how I spice up my relationship. But you might apply it, it might not work for you. So you have to know what works for you and your partner and how to go about it. Now, what are the lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi? Let me take you guys back to almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, right? When he brought the information on internet that he was doing what, divorcing Korra. If this guy had wanted to pull out of that relationship or marriage, right, and wanted it to be amicable, they could have gone through the dialogue of filing a divorce, not because they want to disagree or fight each other, but because they feel I've outgrown Korra or Korra has outgrown me and the spark is no longer there. The thing that brought us together is no longer there. I think we can actually go our separate ways and find a way to raise our children in peace. That's when a divorce is amicable. Divorce has understanding, yes. For those the partners in question that feel there is no reason pretending that this relationship is working when it's very clear and obvious that it's not working. I need to hear what your thoughts are in this conversation, okay? So keep your thoughts coming. Thank you guys for being here. Rose Chichi, thank you for coming. Joe, you met me today. Thank you for being here. Q Lady D, thank you for being here. Every marriage is different for sure. Absolutely. 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 Thank you guys immensely for coming. Odwak, thank you for joining me today. All right, so let me continue to give you guys the information that made the headline. It now continue because they have grown apart for a long time. Remember, Cardi B filed for a divorce last year. I think it was last year or last 2 years. I'm going to get the dates here. And then later pulled the file from the court. and they went home and started afresh. But this particular one, she is not having it, it's not working. They've grown apart. Maybe the guy has found some love and spark somewhere, and Cardi B is trying to pursue something else. You never can tell, but these things happen. All right. So he continued to say they just don't, they are just disconnected from each other. They are just disconnected from each other. They also, the information I got also said that they were told that Cardi B is not going back with this. Remember in December, okay, we are told if you look back at Cardi B's post from December, so this has been happening for over 6 months, actually over 7 months. She said, you know, when you just outgrow relationship. I am tired of protecting people's feeling. I got to put myself first. So since December, she's been, dropping nuggets here and there, letting people know what is going on in their relationship. However, at this particular time, as of today, she is so tired and so done with pretending, and she is moving on. Also, from what I gather here, that they're saying that their source said they tried to work things out the first part of the year, but the distance between them kept growing. So it wasn't working. And if it's not working, it's not working, okay? And we were also told the split is amicable. Oh, I didn't even see this part. And that's my title on my thumbnail. Amicable. We have learned Cardi B has already hired a divorce lawyer who has filed the case. She's asking for primary custody of the children. Now, why am I saying lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi and at the same time lessons for Korra Obidi? Yeah, I will say the way it is. Cardi B filed for a divorce. When I say lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi, if you feel the marriage is no longer working, you don't have to be very bitter about it. As usual, I did not plug my laptop, but it's still running. I don't even know where my cables are. Okay, guys. I don't ever remember to plug it on. I guess because I'm on the same spot where I did my work today. The moment I finish, I just, moved the screen and this one comes in. Let me get it on, okay, guys? 1 second. All right. Now, let me make sure it's charging. Did I plug it right? I did. Hey, Bridget, thank you for joining me today. You guys should come on in. Let's have this conversation. All right. So, when I say lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi, of course, and at the same time, lessons for Korra. And lessons for any woman out there that might be going through similar situation. There is always something to learn. I said it several times and I will continue to say it. In my channel here, we try to learn and unlearn and relearn. There is always something to pick out from what is happening to others. Don't wait until you're counted on the statistics before you can be able to learn. All right. So Cardi B said this time she's not going back with this divorce. She's not pulling it out on like what she did last time. Since December, they've been trying to make the relationship work, but it's very obvious right now that it's not working. And for that reason, she filed for a divorce. She hired a divorce lawyer and filed for a divorce. Now, what is the lesson for Mr. Korra Obidi? Divorce can actually be an amicable one. If you feel I'm no longer in love with this person, it's no longer working for me. Okay, I want us to still be friends, so at least mutual understanding between us so that we can raise our children. You don't have to go and announce it to the whole globe, to the internet, that you're divorcing the love of your life. Mr. Korra Obidi, are you learning? You go straight to court. Why is Cardi B's on making headline? I know you'll be saying, why are you talking about it if it's not on the internet? Trust people, paparazzis, to go or to follow up. Cardi B is a big shot, so that will make a great headlines for the likes of TMZ. And TMZ in America are usually the first people to break any kind of celebrity news and even any kind of news these days. They break it first. I got this message about 12 minutes past 8 my time this morning. If not that I work, I would have gone live the moment it happened. So divorce can be amicable when the people involved, the partners involved, can understand that they've done everything to make it work, is not working. Now the next thing is, how do we move forward? How do we better the relationship for the sake of our children? We don't have to continue to suffer. If Mr. Korra Obidi had done the right thing when he felt, I'm divorcing Korra, right? Gone to court, filed for a divorce. To be honest with you, all of us here that gathered to have this conversation wouldn't have known that Korra and Mr. Korra Obidi filed for a divorce until everything is finalized. To be very honest with you, the reason why it became an internet sensation was because the way and manner which Mr. Korra Obidi broadcasts the thing on the internet, the way he brought it to social media, that's why we are still talking about it going to 3 years now. If he had gone to file for a divorce, because TMZ, the likes of TMZ are not looking out for Mr. Korra Obidi. Who knows Mr. Korra Obidi? Nobody. You understand? So he will not make any headline. We will not be here talking about it. The only way we will now know that they're no longer together is when Korra started doing her music videos without her husband. That's when people will start raising eyebrows. But if this guy had wanted an amicable divorce, it is possible. Trust me, it is possible. And now, what is the lesson there for Korra? Let me read this back again for those joining me now. And thank you guys for being here. As you come in, don't forget to like the live stream, don't forget to share, and don't forget to contribute in the comment section. MTA, thank you for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. MTA is one of my members here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you for joining today. And I do have another person as well joining me today. I don't know what I clicked. My information just popped up on my screen. I have J Love also is here. Thank you for joining me today, J Love. What's going on? What's going on? Okay. I got it. Now, what is that obvious lesson for Korra? Now, Korra cannot redo what is already done, but she's already in court to make amendment to custody of the children. But you that is listening to me now, you that is here watching this live stream, you can also learn from this. If you're going through a divorce or contemplating a divorce or about to file or you have filed, make sure you take the ways of Cardi B, full custody. Let me read it again. We were also told that the split is amicable. That's their separation is amicable between them. There is no ambiguity. They understood it, that it's not working. They both want to move on without any quarrel, no accusing finger on each other, no name calling, no saying this one gave me STD, this one did not give me, this one is cheating, this one, nothing of that nature. It is amicable. We also learned, according to the information, Cardi B has already hired a divorce lawyer who has filed the case in court. She is asking for primary custody. That means she's going to be the one in charge of the children. Primary custody. Number one person with the children. Now it's left for the court to decide who has more time for the children, who stays with the children more, whose schedule is not overwhelmed with events. Remember, the two of them are celebrities. They are big time celebrities. Now the court will be deciding who has the time for the children, who is going to be the children, who will the children benefit, who is the primary caregiver of the children. That's where the court comes in. Assuming that Korra Obidi filed for, primary custody, full custody of the children, considering that the children were babies, baby at hand, few days old, and then 2-year old, a bit 3-year old, considering the age of the children. I'm not saying the judge would have granted her full custody. Remember, American judiciary is very white. Okay, so take that. But at least it would have been on record that this is what she has always wanted. Now they are back to court. It would have been on record that she asked for primary custody because of the unforeseen circumstances that might happen, but the court denied primary custody and granted 50-50 custody. Now I am back to court this August after 2 years because of the errors of the court. The court made a mistake of granting 50-50 custody. That's why my ex, that I'm trying to like tell you guys how Korra would have been presenting her case now. The ex allowed a stranger to come to his home and video my kids and share the videos online. My lord, this was what I asked for 2 years ago, to be the primary custodian of the kids, to have a full custody of the children, though it wasn't granted. Cardi B asked to be the primary custody of their children. So if you're a woman out there listening to me or watching this live stream and you're going through divorce or divorce process, or you feel the marriage is no longer working, you've done everything you know you could do, that both of you could do, and it's not working, whether your divorce is amicable or is controversial, the thing you should be looking at for, what is the age of your child or children from that marriage? If you have toddlers, I will tell you to look for full custody. Yes, unless if you're the will I say the breadwinner of the home, and then your husband or your ex is now the what? House husband. If that's the case, even if you ask for full custody, the court will never grant that. Because the person the children are in his primary care are the husband. So as you're asking, know the dynamics that the court might likely, swing with and then do the right thing. Nelly said, yes, it's very possible. Tom Brady and his ex were divorced. He is one of the biggest celebrities in the world, and we didn't know until after the fact. Exactly. Amicable divorce. Why even bring it to social media in the first place? Why? Social media that is full of trolls, full of people that their hearts and their lives are so miserable. All they know is how to troll people and put bad comments for you. Why bring your affairs to the public opinion? Why? Anyway. Bridget said Korra was supposed to be a retirement plan. You have a point there, okay? She was supposed to be a retirement plan, and then when he felt, because in Africa you're supposed to stay in your marriage, right? When you hear about divorce, the wife will be shaking. No, go and plead, go and do this. Maybe he felt they will continue to beg and beg and beg and beg and beg. It got to a point. Korra said, you know what? What nonsense. Okay, you asked for a divorce. I am filing already. Don't bother. Maybe he wanted to use that to shake Korra a little, but still the divorce happened. So maybe that was why he was angry. I brought you from China. I made life available. I gave you, according to him, he made Korra, right? And also gave Korra all the talent and the singing talent, the dancing skills, so that peace will reign, right? He was Korra's dance instructor. He was the one that taught Korra how to dance, taught Korra how to make music, how to sing, and how to be very, very dedicated in whatever she puts her hand to do. Yes, let's give it all to him, right? Yeah, so based on that, he's angry, right? Okay, let me continue. I said to myself, I will not be missing comment like I did yesterday. Like Bridget said, he never wanted a divorce. He wanted to scare her into submission. You see, I just said that. I told you my subscribers here are smart people. He wanted to scare her. Even when Korra Obidi was calling on the phone, begging this guy, Nancy begging, all of them, take this out of social media. Let's settle amicable. He felt he's going to hold on to it for too long. At some point, that thing you're using to threaten the person will start growing thick skin to those kind of things. And the next thing, she will take the bold step, just like what Korra did. It got to a point, Korra said, whatever, and went on and got a lawyer and filed for a divorce. Period. Hi, Favor. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. He claimed to be Korah's Messiah and all the whole 9 yards. Yes. And all the whole 9 yards. He claimed to be Messiah. He claimed to be this. He claimed. But the thing is, divorce can still be amicable if the people involved are not seeing each other as a retirement plan. If the people involved are not seeing each other as what the dividend I have to earn from, you understand? If the people involved are all doing well financially, nobody is depending on the other to excel, their business are thriving, nobody's trying to, to attach himself or herself to another, is not going to be an amicable divorce. And we all saw it played out in the case of Mr. Korra Obidi and Korra. We saw how it played out. We saw how Korra did the settlement, spousal support settlement fees of 50,000, and then another one of 50, total sum of $90,000. We all saw that. And then again, you would think after paying all that money, that everybody is going to face their camps and then ask their followers to mind their business. But that was never the case. Do you know why? Just like Cardi B did, Cardi B went to do what? She filed for a divorce. She went to court. If this man seriously wanted a divorce, right? Let me go back to that case. I don't know why he keep going off, on and off. Oh my goodness, a lot has happened today in the news. Hopefully I will find it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me go back. I'm gonna find it. So let's keep going. So if the guy had wanted an amicable divorce, he would have gotten that. But unfortunately, that wasn't the plan. That wasn't, in his equation. He was like, why are you even challenging me? Why? After getting the $90,000 from Korra, one would think that he would have told his camp to do the needful, but no. Now, why do you guys think their own divorce became a saga, if I will use the word? Because this guy was heavily relying on social media, the very thing he wanted to use to destroy Korra, because that's where Korra gets majority of her income, social media. He was going from blogger to blogger, Nigerian bloggers precisely, granting interviews. Madam Miriam actually said that she introduced this guy to all the bloggers. She said it on her channel in her video. I've talked about it here as well. That's what Madam Miriam said. She too, when the going wasn't good anymore, they all started confessing. So this guy was depending on the information from those people on his WhatsApp group. Remember, they created WhatsApp group 1, group 2, group 3, Facebook group 1, group 2, group 3, and so on. So he was getting information from people with no experience on how to process divorce issues. They were feeding him with things and he was running with them. And that's why it became so horrible the way it is now. All right. Barbara said he was shocked when Korra went along and filed for a divorce. That was a shock to him. Exactly. It was a very rude shock. He felt Korra was going to be quiet, and then because she doesn't like calling the police, she doesn't like going to court. For that reason, she's going to chicken out and then do whatever I wanted and then allow me to continue managing her social media accounts and managing the funds, and then peace will reign. But no, Korra's sister and family said, Madam, you should be the one in charge of your social media earning. It became a problem. Let's not forget the genesis of this whole thing. Unlike Cardi B and Offset, Offset is a billionaire, right? Cardi B, I don't know if they are billionaires, though. Let me not say the one I don't know. But I know they are millionaires, okay? And Cardi B the same. So they are not depending on each other's money. Nobody's pimping each other here. That is number one great difference between these two. And that's why the document is telling us here that the divorce is amicable, because nobody is saying otherwise. And it's not because this person was cheating, that person was not cheating, this person did that. No. They just told themselves they are no longer a thing. They are no longer together. It's no longer working between them. That is basically what is happening right now. So, guys, let me continue to read comments, okay? Paula, hi, welcome to my live stream. Thank you for joining me. Paula said, KO once said he threw the cake she bought him, oh, in the trash. That was the last straw. You see, maybe he was getting really, really pissed and mad at the same time. Mr. Korra did that because of the awareness from Miss Korra regarding how her income is being spent. So it was like a threat to Miss Korra and not really directly wanted to divorce because he wanted to use it to contain her. But thank God, God came out for it. I really don't understand the whole thing you wrote here, Joe, but we move. He taught her how to exactly Q Lady D. You get me. He taught her how to sing. He started her YouTube channel. He in the spirit. He went to Nigeria 19 years ago and started the YouTube channel for and Facebook page for Korra, sent her to dancing school, taught her how to sing, how to dance, and sent her to China where they met. He did all of those things, okay? We are not here to argue that. If you know, you know, okay? Hi, Florence. Thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? I'm doing great. All right. So, when the parties involved, when they know what they want, when they want to move on with their lives peacefully and concentrate on raising their children and not seeing each other as enemies, that's when the divorce will be amicable. We saw the instance that was given to us here, that it is possible. How let me go back to that comment. I hope I don't forget it. Okay, that was from Nelly, how Tom Brady and his ex divorced, and then nobody knew about it until after the fact. So let me asterisk these things so I don't forget them, okay? All right, so let me continue. Where did I say? Hi, Jenny, Eve, thank you for coming. That's not true. Offset cheated when, yeah, we are not discussing the cheat. We are talking about the today's divorce. Cardi B said it wasn't because of the cheating, okay? He cheated when he cheated. Cardi B filed for a divorce, went back to court, and withdrew the file. That was last year. But right now, they are moving forward. Cardi B is moving forward, and based on the documents in the court, is not because he cheated. She said they have grown apart. I said it at the beginning of this live stream, but I'm going to repeat that, okay, so that those coming in now will hear me. All right. The source also said that the split has nothing to do with cheating. We were told this is long time in coming. That means they've been expecting this to happen because they are no longer working together or is no longer working for both of them. And they continue to state in the document, let me read it again. The two have been growing apart for a long time. As one source puts it, they are just disconnected from each other. And based on what Cardi B now said, from December, he now said, if you look back at Cardi B's post from December, that means she's been putting out things out there. She said, when you just outgrow relationship. I am tired of protecting people's feelings. I got to put myself first. So the information I got here is saying they said they tried to work things out the first part of the year, but the distance between them just kept growing. So the reason why they are now going to court to get divorced is because they can no longer come together. They've grown apart from each other. And also, the source is saying that they were told that it's split, that the divorce, the separation is amicable, and Cardi B has already hired a lawyer who filed the case in court, and she is asking for the primary custody of their two beautiful children. Okay. Now, like I said, the question I'm asking today, can divorce be amicable? Yes, it can be amicable. And I've just been giving some instances where it's amicable. When you feel you've outgrown a relationship, when you have fallen out of love, those are the reasons why you can decide to tell yourself, you know what, instead of pretending in this marriage when it's not working, we might as well call it a day and everybody find their happiness and love wherever you find it. And there are lessons to learn. That's why I'm saying lessons for Mr. Korra Obidi, and at the same time, lessons for Korra. The big lesson for Korra or any other woman out there that might come to watch this video, when you're filing for a divorce, if you are the primary caregiver of your children, please and please make sure you file for full custody of the children, especially when the kids are still toddlers. Get full custody when they are still 1, 0 age, 1 plus 2 years, 3 years. Make sure you file for primary custody. Okay, you guys can come later to amend the custody when the kids are grown a little bit, to be able to like clean themselves when they go to the bathroom, bathe themselves when they need to. You guys can adjust that. But before you ask for primary custody, make sure from the onset of you guys making babies that you are the primary caregiver of your children. In America, when I came here the first time, I realized that some men do what are house husband, and women are the breadwinners. Some families are like that. If that's the dynamics for you, even if you file for primary or full custody, the court will not grant it because the house husband is the primary caregiver of the children. So know what works in your home before you shoot your shot, okay? All right. The Joker traveled at will while they were still married, leaving Korra at home pregnant. He just can't imagine not being able to do that anymore. The point is this: I'm gonna asterisk this comment because I really like it, and that is why he was so bitter with this divorce. That's why there is no mutual understanding. After all, this guy was the one that said, I'm divorcing Korra. He could have just walked straight to the court, filed for a divorce. We've grown apart since we came back from China, since she started making all this, her YouTube, whatever, Facebook, whatever. She's no longer giving me all the attention, all the love. For that reason, I've grown apart, or maybe I'm no longer in love with her. Find something to have this thing in a very nice settlement so that at the end of the day, you can be able to raise your children in a very conducive environment without any fear of acrimony, bitterness, or what have you. But no, this guy did not mean well. When he made the announcement on social media, he did not carry it out. He felt Korra was going to succumb and then continue to beg, and they will continue to manage it, patch the marriage as if it's working, even when it's very clear and obvious that the marriage was no longer working. But when Korra filed, this guy took to social media and recruited bunch of women without any legal experience, without any experience. They were the ones championing his cause while the divorce was going on. There was nothing unspeakable that these people did not say about Korra. So that by the time they get to court, maybe the judge is going to deny Korra access to the children. But the thing is that one thing is to make noise on social media. Another thing is to have evidence to back whatever you're saying up. So when they went to court, the only mistake I feel Korra made was not asking for full custody. But I'm going to sit on the fence on that because I'm not so sure if Korra had asked for full custody, maybe she could have handled it better at the time. Remember how the whole thing happened. So maybe she felt what was right at the time was to have 50-50 custody. But I guess by the time they are in court this August, she might be asking for legal custody of the children. Okay, which will give her access to make decision concerning the children. And I really hope that's what she's shooting for, because I would want to see that happen. All right, so where did I stop? Thank you guys for being here. Please, if you haven't liked this video, how can I have all of you watching and nobody's liking? I'm looking at my phone here to see you guys coming. Like this live stream for me. If you're watching from Facebook, share and invite your friends, like as well. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Moments with Oyoyo, because that's where I've been streaming. I'm so lucky to stream today on Oyoyo's World on Facebook. I don't know if they are also reporting me. Whenever they see the title Korra as first, they will restrict the live stream. So maybe I will be changing the title on Oyoyo's World moving forward. So like the live stream, share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. J-Law said Korra tried to get full custody but was refused after he started filing esparte. Okay, I'm glad if actually she sought for that in the beginning. Now that she's going back to court again, the court will now see the reasons how this man left the children to go have some drinks and left a stranger to babysit them. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. So I'm happy to hear that she wanted to get full custody, or she tried. That means the court is going to review the custody right now this August, and most likely it might be favorable to him, especially with that incident that happened in his home when the strange woman came and was videoing and sending children to their WhatsApp group. So based on that, I'm very optimistic. If she had asked for full custody from the beginning, I'm optimistic. She did try and was denied. Great. I'm happy she tried and was denied. Now the court will see reasons why. But am I so sure that the court will see reasons? No, because the court is so wide. If you know, you know. Okay. When is the court date? I know one is on the 20 what? I'm not so sure of the date, but I'm going to find out the date, Janice, and I might share it on my community page on YouTube, and if possible on my post on Facebook, so that we can all follow through. But I know the one with Crystal is coming very soon. The court case with Crystal is coming very soon. Either the 6th, I think it's on the 6th, but I'm going to cross-check the date on that one. Now, what are we learning? You that is watching me here, you that is listening, you that you said in one word or the other that Korra has been your strength, that what Korra is currently going through, you're going through the same, or you went through it. How are you lending your voice? What are you telling women out there? What are you telling people out there? All right, the one with Crystal, Nelly just said is on the 6th, which is in 5 days now. So we are going to get all of those things out. The court is August 6th and August 19th. So Janice, if you're still here, Paula said the court case is August 6th and August 19th. 19 will be the one between Mr. Korra Obidi and Korra Obidi. And the one on the 6th is between Korra Obidi and Crystal. So that is what is going on right now. It's going to be a very, very busy August for us. Guys, as you come in, please do me well by liking this video. I really appreciate that. So now, let me continue with this story, because I believe in learning, and I believe in learning new things all the time. Okay? Nobody is an embodiment of knowledge itself. We can all contribute to each other's, and we can all create awareness together. All right. So, J-Law said yes. When she filed for divorce, she asked for full custody, but they refused because LA is 50-50 unless if immediate danger. Okay. 50. I really don't want to believe LA. There is no kind of condition. There shouldn't be such condition, because there are circumstances that could lead that the court will grant the divorce despite whatever. Now that they have put these children in the care of strangers, and the stranger went ahead and made videos about the children. Let's now see what the court is going to say when they get to court on the 19th, okay? All right. Joe said, I guess maybe the reason she was denied was because of her traveling schedule and activity. I guess so. No, no, no. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing. Who will I say? What's her name? Cardi B that we are talking about today. Cardi B does more shows, more travel, more concerts than Korra can ever do right now. Cardi B is a big person, and she does shows all the time. So if she's asking for primary custody of her children, it can be because of Korra's schedule. Korra's schedule is not that tight. It's something that she can work on. Is either she travels with her children, which is one of the reasons why she was asking this man to sign the document so that she could get international passport for their new child, and the man defied the court order and did not do that. All of these are things they'll be discussing on the 19th of August when their case is being mentioned. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm not breathing so well. Give me 1 second. Sorry, my big daughter just made very flavorful and food, and it's just all over the place. All right. So for some reason, this my info is trying to mess me up again. But let me see. I don't know why. Maybe I need to charge my phone. I will pull it up. It will time out, and before I get there, it has already logged out. Okay. Like I said, there are so many things to learn, and I'm also learning. And as I find new information, I try to share with my audience because we never can tell who is going to benefit. Okay. All right. So from the information gathered, they said this is not an urgent kind of decision. It may be because they have some altercation at home or something. No, it was a long waiting thing. They've been going back and forth. I mean, Cardi B and her husband going back and forth until Cardi B decided to do the right thing. And like somebody said here in the comment section, yeah, Cardi B had in the past accused him of cheating and she filed for a divorce. I said I was going to put the right year here. It was in 2020. She filed for a divorce and she went back to the court to withdraw that divorce. So it never went through. But this time around, she is not changing her mind. That is what the situation is. Cardi B is not changing her mind. She has filed for divorce and they are now going to go to court. They were married since 2017 and they have two beautiful children. And the custody of the children, Cardi B is asking to have to be the primary custody, to have the primary custody of the children. So if you're a lady going through this, please know the right thing to do. Seek for the primary custody, especially when your kids are very little. You can always go back to the court to adjust the custody. When you seek for full custody or primary custody, it depends on the condition the court will put on it. At a certain age, you guys can come back to court to revisit this. And I'm glad to hear this evening that Korra initially sought for full custody, but it was denied. Now that she's back in court, it's going to now be easier for the judge and the court to see the reasons why she sought for the full custody in the first place. One of those things has happened. Strangers coming to babysit their children and then interrogating little kids, asking them why they scream in the bathroom when they are taking a bath and all of that, as though the person asking the question has never been a mother. She had her own children and all of that. She raised children. She has been around kids, so she's not strange with what happens around children. But because of outright hatred on Korra, that's why the lady was doing anything they could to make sure that what they find something to pin Korra to be a bad mom. Unfortunately, that did not happen. So, what lesson are we learning today? What lesson are we learning from this? Divorce can actually be amicable if the parties involved agree on moving forward together, moving forward and finding a some mutual respect for each other, and then finding an understanding ground on basis they are going to do what? Raise their children. Okay, that is the whole essence. Now, another thing I want to discuss in today's conversation is the court document that Crystal filed. I want to also discuss that in the document. And I have something to tell my fellow content creators making content like I am making content. Okay. Somebody left me a comment that on my live stream saying it's like I am new to this saga. And I first of all responded, I don't do saga. And I don't look at this as saga. I look at it as divorce, gone bad. Okay? Gone bad in the sense that after the divorce was finalized, one party did not just want to go quietly. They kept on tarnishing the image of Korra Obidi, dragging her left, right, and center until everything just the center could not hold anymore. So that's how I look at it. And secondly, the person said it's like I don't watch Lolo. I really don't. So I don't know what happens in her live stream. I'm saying it here again categorically. The reason why I saw that video that I discussed in my live stream was because I was put on voice rest. So I had nothing doing. I had more time to go through my Facebook. That was how I saw it. Because I talk about Korra, so it will be easy for Facebook to suggest those videos to me. Okay. Now, going by the document Crystal filed, if you have seen that document on Facebook or have seen, downloaded the document from Unicourt, let me know in the comment section what your opinion is about those documents before I talk about it. And I'll be looking at it legally from the point of a lawyer's eye. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And as I wait for your comment, I'm going to get one or two of those documents so that we can actually go through together and learn one or two things if there is anything to learn, because I believe there is always something to learn from things like that. Okay, so let me pull up the information and we're going to talk about it. Joe, what are you typing here? Is this Joe or has someone hacked your phone? All right. So Crystal's court documents made its way on social media, and some of the things there are very laughable. But before I continue to share my own analysis concerning it, I'm going to use this opportunity to talk to my fellow content creators. If you're a content creator, make sure you have facts for whatever you're discussing. Make sure you're not assuming or presuming something and concocting stories and pushing it out there. Make sure your information is accurate. Make sure you're getting it from the original source. Like when we had conversation with Kim, we got the information from Kim. Most of the things we've discussed here, we've got information from Miriam and also from Lolo, the last one I talked about. So make sure your facts are correct. Don't go, concocting stories because it might end up hurting you at the end of the day. Now, let's get to the exhibit. When I see exhibit, I was just laughing. I was laughing for two reasons. This lady I learned has been doing buy me coffee requests and also asking for legal fees. And to be honest with you, this is not a lawyer's document, okay? No lawyer submitted this. This was submitted by this woman. I don't know who helped her prepare this document because it's indeed a laughable situation. Fine, especially if a woman that been on social media doing all sorts against Korra, now coming to say that some people talked about her, some people did this, is just all laughable. So let's go through the exhibit. If you haven't seen that, I will as well know from the comment section. Is Mio, I will drop a voice note for you while I'm dropping this kind of messages. Okay, 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 okay. Let me see if I can code it, Joe. All right, so Madam Crystal's exhibit is saying this was electronic filing she did. Yes, you can do electronic filing so far you pay the fees. That is also a means of filing. Due to COVID, everything has gone electronically. You don't need to actually go to court to do all of those. You can be on your computer and submit all of those documents. And the cover sheet for exhibit is talking about um, Obidi versus Obidi slash Dean versus Hesketh. So Obidi will be correct. I'm not sure whether she acted Dean in this matter. Is he also related to Justin Dean, or is it because in some of the court document, Korra's name shows up as Obidi, and in some part Dean? Could that be? I want to believe it's because of that happened here. Secondly, he now said RT is talking about restraining order, I believe, and then the court document number and all of that. So now the exhibit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said this is what this woman was doing by herself. At this point, it's not a lawyer that filed this, okay? Because it doesn't look like what a lawyer did. And then come to think about it, she's been asking for buy me coffee for legal fees. She's been asking donate for legal fees. Is it that the donation isn't coming or they are using the money for something else? I don't know, but that question needs to be asked. J Love said, what I want to know is she countersuing Korra, or is that her response to Korra's case against her? That's a good question, and that was one of the questions I asked today when the Entertainment Daily was on. I said, wait a minute, is this a new lawsuit? Because I've gone to look for that file on Unicourt. If I type in Korra's name, I'm seeing the date on record. I'm not seeing a new case kind of filed. So I don't understand where this thing is coming from because I don't have the full information. I don't know why this response, but I want to believe that she's trying to sue some people. That's what I want to believe. Because this thing does not rhyme with the case in court. The case in court is between Korra and this woman. And the reason why the case is in court is because of the videos she made and constant harassing and stalking Korra. That is that was the case in court. Then coming to now say this, not making any reference to the case in question, I don't understand it myself. But we're going to go through it. He said, fake what? Is it fake age or fake what? I really can't read her writing. A fake page. Okay. Exhibit 1 is using a fake page that was created of Zoe Tundra. Uh, uh, I say shenanigans. She said her name is different, spelled different, and all of that. That people created a fake page to be harassing her and all of that. So this might be a case of harassment, but let's see how it goes. All right. All right. So the next exhibit, that means the first exhibit, she must have taken a screenshot of that fake page reference to, and then go to where they kind of posted things about her on the page and screenshot those and attach to what she considered exhibit 1. Then exhibit 2 will now be another page on Facebook. Is that exhibit 2? This one is advocate victim of social media bullies. And then she now claimed that the exhibit 2 was showing that they, photoshopped her with orange jumpsuit and things like that. So she attached all of these documents as exhibit. And then she continued to drag those social media things. She's saying that bullies showing harassment of video that belongs to her. Then the exhibit number 5 is now Dean and no, Obidi and Dean showing her physical address, putting children in danger. Is it Korra showing her physical address or this woman showing? I don't. Anyway, now also SB6 is another person on Facebook, King Esther, harassing by showing the restraining order date before anybody knew about it. Let me start with this very last one. This one is will be kicked out of the door the next minute the court reads it. They're going to strike it off immediately. You know why? Court cases are public documents. So because they're public documents, you can have access to it. I can have access to it. If you go to the court and pay the fees, you can get a copy of it. So they're going to strike that one out. Anybody can said before anybody knew about it. So King Esther went and shared the date of restraining order before anybody. She doesn't really have anything to say. To be honest with you, she doesn't. Unless she gets a concrete evidence showing what they did to her person, how it affected her, maybe her reputation and things like that, and how they have consistently harassed her, then she doesn't have a case in point. But I want to believe she's just filing this document against somebody that it doesn't have anything to do with the case in court, because the case in court is very clear. Korra said this woman has been harassing her, stalking her, and also the video of the children that was displayed and shared on social media. All these things I read here on this exhibit has nothing to do with it. So I want to believe that she's trying to gather all this information against these people she had mentioned on Facebook. And again, if she's going this route, what these people need to do, in as much as she has gone, they said she deleted all her videos and all the posts she made all the way to 2017, according to Kim Baker, when she came to my live stream here, that this man deleted everything way all the way to 2017, so that nobody will have access to any evidence. But the thing is this, people already screenshot those things in their videos. It's all over social media. All the way she dragged Korra, everything she did to Korra, people have access to those information. So that wouldn't be a problem at all. Let me read more comments here. They said only one person has bought her coffee so far. What? Are you kidding me? One person? No wonder she's filing this document herself. Even the one she said, I'm suing Kim. I've sent lawyers to. Kim up to now has not seen any lawsuits. She has not received anything from this woman. And Kim made a video talking about it as well. So let me continue with the comment. The new women that don't know where they're going. I hope I will understand. Bridget, there is nothing to do with retirement. It's nothing to do with retirement. Can you only 33 years old is going against a pedophile that took pictures of her children and showed it online? No, what Bridget talked about was Mr. Korra Obidi, not really the woman that showed the pictures, though. I guess you did not understand when she wrote that comment what we were talking about at the point. Zoe full to bomb Kutalik. Is that a word? She's telling on herself. Yeah, she's telling on herself because it's very clear that she doesn't even understand what she's doing. But I don't know the whole story because I don't have the full document. I tried to see if I could download it this afternoon, but I didn't get her full name. Now that I have her full name, I might go back to source for that document and have a full copy of it, which means on the next live stream, I'll be able to answer all the questions you can throw at me. All right. Yes. So Tay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Welcome back again. You were here yesterday. Like this live stream, please like. The first time they go ask her is, what are you doing for your state, all the way down here in Hollywood, in somebody's home, and take a picture of the two girls and put them on. Yeah, the thing is, Katori, welcome to my live stream anyways. The thing is that the document that is filed is not showing anything related to what the case in court is. So I'm beginning to ask, what is this all about? Is this a new restraining order, or is she countersuing Korra, or is this her response to Korra's lawsuit? I don't know what. It's just saying court document electronically filed. Until I get full access to it, then I can be able to answer most of the questions and then read it to understand what she's talking about. But based on the exhibits that she listed here, she needs to go and find something to back up her story, because this is not holding water. If she said victim of whatever is harassing her, she should make it a clear case against those people, not using Obidi / Dean and then herself as a court filing document. It doesn't connect with what she already has. J-Love, Korra has never filed for full custody of the children, so please stop telling lies. Korra has always said she wanted the kids' father in their lives so they don't have their daddy issue. Oh, okay. I don't know if she have filed for full custody or not, so I'm just taking what people are saying here. But I wish she had filed for full custody. Let's forget about these daddy issues sometimes. Let's just forget about it. If you're there as a strong woman for your children, when they get to a certain age, you can they can have relationship with their father, whether it's supervised relationship or not. That's still, you just have to be there for your children. The best interest of the children is what is essential in any divorce case. You understand? The best interest of the children. We all saw how a stranger came to babysit these children. We saw what it resulted to. So we saw the whole thing happening on Facebook. If she had sought for full custody of the children from the get-go, by now it would be easier for her seeking for redress in terms of the custody. Yes, Crystal has been doing it for 2 years, and that's why she's taking her to court and suing her. Okay, okay. Maureen, before you come talking to me like that, like a child, go watch Amori's life when she broke down every single document from when they started the divorce process to when he filed several expertise. Okay, so maybe Cora did. I don't know. For someone who had the type of reputation and is on Facebook dragging an individual, from what I have read, she has been in the system too many times. That's what I heard too many times, to not know the logistic about court cases and taking minor pictures. Her son was on someone's live talking about the Grinch behavior. Yes, that son, I made a video about it. I made a live stream when the son granted that interview. We discussed that. It's really very sad to see this kind of document coming from this woman that been back and forth with the court processes. It's really sad. Is either she doesn't have information to back up whatever case she has, or she's looking for a way to divert people's attention when the case is going on. But we know the date of the case. If it happened on the 6th, by the evening or the next day, the document might be available online for people to download. So I really don't have a problem with that. I just have to get ready to get the document myself. We have a bunch of new ones on here that don't know what is going on. That's category writing. Okay, it is crystal defense. How can this be a defense? So no, 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 no. MTA. This cannot be a defense. Are you telling me that this is a defense? So this is her response to what Korra filed. Oh my goodness. Who is advising this woman? So her defense is that some people opened a fake page with her name and been trolling her, and it's Korra that asked them to open those pages. I've been talking about Korra since last year or last 2 years. I have never had one-on-one conversation with Korra, whether it's on a text, whether on a DM, whether inbox, whether in the comment section. I have never had one-on-one. Korra doesn't even know I'm talking about her. So how can Korra start monitoring every person that goes to Facebook and open a Facebook page? If this is a defense, can somebody tell her to, anyway, Don't tell her, please. Let her submit this in court so that it will be easier case. It will be maybe slam dunk, one day decision, everything finalized. I was trying to say, tell her, no, 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 don't tell her, please. Because it's very clear that she doesn't even understand what she's facing. And it's very clear that she's not seeing what she has done, or she's looking for people that did something to her. She was number one person calling Korra out, number one every now and then, to the point of going to babysit the children, interrogate the children, what happens when they are with their mother, that the girl will come back to her mother, Korra Obidi, and start telling Korra how somebody was asking them, some questions. And not to mention that this particular woman made videos of the children. And she also came on Facebook, admitted that the man, the Mr. Korra Obidi, consented to her sharing the videos. So, anyways, I do not need to lie or spread false information when I don't know. When I don't know something, I ask. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So J Love got that information from somewhere. She watched the live stream, Amori's live stream, where they talked about the Amori works with does her live stream with court document. She reads the whole thing out to her audience. They go through it. So that's where she got the information that Korra actually sought for full custody at the beginning of the divorce hearing. However, that was not granted by the court. Okay. All right. So now, if you guys think this defense is going to hold water in court, let me know what you think in the comment section, because this is the weakest I've ever seen, especially with what was levied. She didn't even mention, she was saying, okay, those people are Korra, that is Korra that told them to go open those accounts. Is that what this woman is trying to say? That Korra mandated those people to open an account and talk about her? Is that the case here? Hey, hey, is that the case? Is that really the case here? Huh? Is that the case? Because I don't see that happening. I don't. I don't see this particular thing she has listed as evidence against somebody that is, accusing you, suing you in the court, saying you have stalked her, you have harassed her, and then you're now countering her, saying that, yes, all these pages on Facebook, they were also talking about you, putting your your picture, the head of your picture on a man's body, and that's why you're coming to God. It's so laughable. It's so laughable, sincerely. And guys, that's what when I started a live stream in the middle of it, I said one thing for content creators: make sure you have facts to back whatever you're saying up. I've been saying I don't know why why Nancy and Cora, why they don't want to sue Madam Longmouth, because that woman did the most. To be honest with you, she did the most. Because everything she's putting out there is enough for them to take her to court. Enough information for them to sue her. But the next thing they will tell me that she doesn't have money. So even if they sue for defamation, she can't pay. Didn't she just buy a house? You can't sit in the comfort of your home and know what is happening in another person. If someone is tarnishing your image to the point that is affecting your reputation, is affecting your finances, is affecting everything about you, the best option for you is not to keep quiet. The best option for you is to go to court. Go to the court and seek a redress. With that, the person will at least stop talking. And then by the time the person is made to pay damages by the court, then that person will wake up from slumber and at least speak the truth of what is real, not calling somebody out, destroying people like that for no just reason. Now, this woman is coming up with these evidences as defense. What did she did not even say anything about what Korra filed. If you have any idea if there is any other document out there, because I'm still going to, now that I got her full last name, that was why I couldn't get the case downloaded. I'm going to download the case and we're going to come back here to be ready for this August. Trust that Oyoyo will do a proper study on those legal documents and we are going to come here to discuss them. Okay. So, but based on what I've seen so far, she really did not defend the case against her. If this is what she put up as a defense to what has been filed in court, that means there is no defense against her. Because I'm not seeing where she said that, yes, this is evidence showing that Korra mandated XYZ to talk about me on social media. There is a chat message to show as proof. I'm presenting the chat message conversation between XYZ and this person. But there is no link to Korra and these people she listed. Anybody can create a page on Facebook. And if care is not taken, it could even be the woman creating all these pages. Anybody can do anything. It's not difficult to create a page. It's not. So for her to say that because these people are, talking about her, that means it's Korra. That's the wrongest thing she has to say. She needs to provide what? Concrete evidence showing that Korra actually instructed these people to go after her. If she doesn't have any such evidence, they are going to in fact, toss those evidence into the trash can. Trust me, it's not going to hold water. Unless if there is a proof determining that yes, at one point, and let's say on the 18th of July, then there was a message between Korra and Esther the Explorer, message between Korra or Nancy and the advocates for whatever victim. If there is no concrete evidence of that nature, she is only blabbing and making noise. And if you guys love her, go contribute her coffee account or whatever GoFundMe that she opened so that she can get legal representation, because this one is not holding on. It's not. All right, let me see other things I miss here. MTA said, Maureen McKay, Korra, I read those documents, especially the first restraining order. Okay, I guess you were replying to Maureen McKay, right? Okay. Hey, Sabrina, thank you for joining today. Korra Obidi is going to win. I don't even have any doubt about that, Katuri. That case is very easy, but it could be very, very serious because of those pictures of the girls. And if it gets to that point, it might turn to refer them to a full, criminal court to go decide that if it gets to that. At this point, let's see what is going to happen. But because of those videos of the children, if I were this woman right now, I will get an attorney. Even if he's a public defender, she should not put this kind of thing up next time. She should get legal representation. No, it's all still the same. Okay. Nelly said, on the first divorce papers I had, she wanted full custody. I believe she scratched it off and put share. Okay, shared because she was told Kali is 50-50. Was it that she filed it all by herself without any legal representation? I don't know how somebody could. Okay, maybe the court told her Kali is 50-50. It's possible. I've not researched about that. Maybe I will do a little research about custody in California and see how it goes. These are the people that don't know what's going on and they come up with different things. I have seen this on a lot of other life. Crystal don't have nothing to hold. Her Crystal has. I don't understand what you're writing. I'm trying to read it, but it's not making much sense. So she will get full custody because he will be going straight. Katori, you've come again. Now that this case is in court, let's allow the court to do what they are known best at doing, which is determining cases and then passing judgment. That's what I want us to be guided so that we don't just throw information out there. The case is in court. In few days, on the 6th, the first one will be at least be mentioned, and then we'll know if they are going to hear it that day or if they are going to adjourn the case we are going to hear or make refer the case to another court. We are going to get all of those information on the 6th of this month. She can call it a defense, doesn't mean it is one. Exactly. This is not a defense. It's not a response to anything. There is nothing this woman defended here. Rather, she made a complete fool of herself by all these things she put out there. I was expecting, if it was really a defense, I was expecting to hear, I'm putting this as bit one. I got confirmation from Mr. Korra Obidi before I shared the children's video on what in the WhatsApp. He consented. This was the conversation between us, the WhatsApp message between us, or the voice note between us, exhibit one. That is a solid defense. That you didn't just share the videos all by yourself, but because you got yes from the father of the children, that was why you shared. But to tell you one thing, these people did not even regard Korra as also a parent of those children. Because this is a woman you so dislike and you went ahead sharing her children. What is missing? What am I missing here? It's still their, Korra is still their mother. It's still their own parent. If you don't like their mother, why are you getting around the children? Why? Or do you want to give them a pia pia? Eh? If you know, you know. I'm not gonna say that one in English. And all right, MTA said Crystal had been in and out of the system from age 20. She should know better. But this thing she put out, I'm sorry. It sounds like somebody who is just a one-time. All right, so let's continue. Nelly said, yes, she's been harassing people for about 20 years. Are you serious? I don't think she doesn't know what she's facing. Just remember that the kids daddy did live and said that the woman should come to sue their children, the children's mother. Now, tell me who has the best protection at this point in time for those two little kids when a father wouldn't address it and talk rubbish. That's why I'm happy the case is in court. To be honest with you, I'm happy August is finally on us. And welcome to August, by the way, all of you. If you're coming in for the first time, please do me well by liking this video, share and invite your friends. And if you like what we do here, support my channel by becoming a member of Oyoyo's World on YouTube, okay? All right. So why I'm saying I'm not sure if she realized what is facing her. I guess if she has been in and out of the system, she might be the kind that would say, what the heck, whatever, I'm not going to even bother myself. I'll just go on the date of hearing and hear what the court has to say. If I can't get legal fees to get a lawyer, I will look for public defender to defend me. And if no public defender is available on that day, I will just go there and talk my own, unless if there are other documents this lady is preparing to present. This thing doesn't hold water. I was expecting to see solid evidence, evidence like, yes, before I shared the picture of these girls on the WhatsApp group, I sought for consent of the parent from their father, and their father granted consent. That is solid evidence. And she will attach either the voice notes or attach the WhatsApp conversation between the two of them, to back up what she's saying. But that did not make part of this document she filed. And another thing she could have been saying on the document, I am only trying to help Mr. Korra Obidi, and these people came after me because I was supporting Mr. Korra Obidi. But no, rather she's calling no name of those that will take a picture of the head and join on the body. It doesn't make sense as evidence. And then somebody that posted their picture as evidence. No. If you put the picture in public space, it becomes a public document. You put it on Facebook. That's why Facebook left that save a picture icon there. so that you can save that picture. It's public information. If you don't want people to see your family members, keep them out of social media. I've talked about it before. So for somebody taking your picture and posting on, I don't see anything that constitutes harassment there. I don't. Rather, the one I will actually tell you, I will call that one not. I will call that one bully. Is the one she did to Kim Baker's daughter. Yes, posted Kim Baker's daughter on social media. That is the lowest of it, especially a special need a child. The lowest you can go is doing such. You see all the things she did, she's not remembering them, but she's there pointing out those that did this to her, posted a picture of a body of a man with her head on orange jumpsuits with handcuffs and things like that. It is what it is. I've been looking through court regard for over 28 years. It's also been public record. Yeah, public record, public record. We can't say it less. Everything there, the all public, anything in court is public record. Crystal is a career criminal, and I think Korra should bring criminal charges. That's what I'm looking forward to hearing on the 6th of August, MTA. I want them to refer that aspect of that case to, to the, criminal as a criminal charge, so they can separate it from whatever it is that Korra filed. I'm seriously looking forward to it because sharing of a child's video picture is against the law, especially the way they describe the video of baby A. Sharing of that is against the law. I did a live stream here about baby A. Do me well if you want to hear what the court papers are saying. No. What the law is saying regarding sharing of children's picture. Do me well by going back to watch that video. I think it's titled "Speak Up for Baby A." We've done a live stream already on that. She went to Brighton and stocked her house. You see, this woman has all the time in the world. I call them retirees. They are no longer actively working. Their children are grown, and that's why they can afford to leave their states and then go and babysit for someone to go and have a drink with his friends. Okay? Not that the person was rushed to hospital for an emergency. That's why she was going to the city you mentioned. Yeah, they have all the time in their hands. That's what I will say. J Law said, "Oh, yo, what I think is because next week case is for restraining order, not criminal charges. So that's why she's writing that. But she will get the shock of her life because I believe the judge will take it further." Yeah, the restraining order, if everything, by the time they read everything Korra is seeking for, they might be able to refer the other part of it to a criminal as a criminal charge. If the court doesn't handle criminal, if the judge in question doesn't handle criminal cases, they will refer it to a criminal court so that the judge that handles that will take care of that aspect of the lawsuit going forward. Korra will not do that, so have somebody open up. I hope I missed some of the conversation. She's just chasing shadows, Joe. High place. He did that pictures all herself. I guess you want to say all by herself because nobody knew about all those others. Always say what where she is in her orange jumpsuit. Anyways, let me leave that. Coffee is not for everyone. Let's drink water. I beg you, cheers to the water of life. J Love, yes, so where is he not picking my water? Let me drink water, Jerry. I don't drink coffee. It's not for everybody. Since this lady has somebody said it's only one person that bought a coffee for her. Maybe that's why she didn't get legal fees. But come to think about it, guys. This lady has been dragging Korra for only God knows when. Maybe she never anticipated that one day Korra will wake up and go to court. So she doesn't even have money to take her to defend herself or get a lawyer to defend her. In the first place, she doesn't have money. So who was they had people that had money that were donating to Mr. Korra Obidi. Now they are all apart. I guess new recruits are in now. But the thing is, you don't have money to get a lawyer and you were out there looking for trouble. There was nothing this person did not do against Korra Obidi. There was nothing. To the point of interrogating her little babies, asking them what happened in their mother's place. To the point of them suggesting to have a nanny teddy bear cam, given to the children to take to their mother's house so that they can be seeing what is happening in the woman's house. How could people be this vindictive? This lady has gotten full divorce from her brother, right? And still they did not let Korra be. They kept on pushing, misleading Mr. Korra Obidi. That's why their divorce is this messy. Because if this guy had walked away after that settlement of $90,000, moved on with his life and stopped listening to a bunch of women that were donating money for him, free money is very sweet. Now that I'm talking about money, how come you guys are not super chatting me? Come on, you guys should buy me water to drink. That's what I drink. I don't drink coffee. And my super chat on YouTube is active. Please, super chat or yo-yo to support what I'm doing here, okay? And also join my membership. Yeah, join my membership and support what I'm doing here now that we're talking about money. So all the while they were raising money for this man, this woman never for one day, what if Korra wakes up and sue me? Do I have money in the bank to go and defend myself, to hire a lawyer? No. Look at the thing she filed as defense to a case that is coming up on the 6th. I can't wait to get those documents. When I finish this live stream today, that's what I'm going to make sure I get the names right so I can be able to download it, because the ones I got were the old ones on Korra. I want to get the new document and be ready on the 6th. That will be the day of the court, which is going to be on Tuesday. Get ready with me because the live stream that day is going to be an interesting one. All right, let's continue. Kateri said, Crystal has been, harassing a lot of people since 2012. Wow, you guys are really following up with these people. I don't even know her channel name. That's why I couldn't download the document, because I was writing nonsense. I was just reading it. The first time she requested full custody and full everything else with him getting visitation. You see, okay, Nelly is confirming what J Love said, and somebody came in here to say otherwise. Let me look if I can find that person's name. Let me see, because we need to get that straightened out, okay? I need to go back to that comment. Give me 1 second. I can't remember. I think it was Maureen that said that. So let me look for Maureen's comment. So that Maureen McKay, okay, if you're still here listening, 3 people have now verified this information because they were on Amori's live stream where she read the whole document from the very first time the case was taken to court. MTA also made reference to that. And then Nelly is also making reference to it. So if you're still here, I need you to read this comment as well so that you can be able to understand what J Love said initially, okay? All right, so Nelly said, I was just reading it. The first time she requested full custody and full everything else with him getting visitation right. So she requested for that, and the court did not grant that because remember, at the time, the likes of Madam Miriam the collector, she was collecting. They were calling CPS every day on Korra. They were reporting Korra, trying to make Korra look like a bad parent. Eventually, Korra did not get full custody. We don't know why all of those happened, but I'm glad she's going back to court now and she's revisiting custody issue because of strangers babysitting her children and then sharing their videos online. So now the court, that will wake the conscience of the court up and they're going to listen this time around. All right. Korra doesn't talk. Korra does not talk to anybody because she's a celebrity. Okay, Katuri. Joanne Santa, a blessed August to you all. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today and happy August to you. My question is, how comes there has never been an arrest in this case with Crystal? In the UK, she would have been arrested or reported. The point is, the document Korra filed against Crystal, which is going to be decided or rather be heard on the 6th of this month, is she's talking about, how Crystal has harassed her and all of that. I just deleted those documents. I had them and they were clogging my phone. So maybe I would have moved them to my laptop. That's what I would have done. But it is what it is. I can look for them back, download them again and get them. So she was not specifically asking, filing for criminal case against this woman for what she did. But she started with saying the harassment, the stalking, and all of that. And I want to believe, as part of those things she's seeking for from the court, she will have the point that this particular woman took the children's videos and then shared them. So based on that, by the time the court hears those cases, then they're beginning to separate. This is not supposed to be in this court. Let's assume it was just a family court they went or a civil court they went. They're now going to separate the cases. This is a criminal charge. It should go to this, all of that. And I want to believe at that point it will start making more sense. But your Crystal is not that smart to come up with that kind of defense. Sincerely, is it not very clear? Is it not very clear with what if somebody will come and say empty? No, it's very clear with what she filed as defense. When I read it, somebody referred me to watch Amori's live stream this morning. I started, but I didn't finish. That's why I don't have a lot to say about what was discussed there. But when I read it, when I got the document this afternoon, I read it, I just laughed. I said, seriously, someone in court? Anyway, she knows their system, right? So let's see how it plays out. Katuri I think they are going back 2 years when they were getting divorced. Okay. A blessed August, I've read that already. Okay. She's going to bring it because that lawyer is going to eat her up. Yeah, I told you guys to tell her, please go and look for a lawyer. Please, you guys should not tell her. Let her go there and embarrass herself. She deserves every embarrassment that comes with that kind of document. I wanted Crystal to explain why she thinks it's okay to take pictures and videos of children and distribute. That's actually what I was waiting for as a defense. That maybe, assuming she put up a defense and then backed it up with a written, maybe a chat, text message, or email, saying that their father instructed me to make video of them. That kind of a thing. And then after making the video, I asked me if I should share with the women and he obliged. That is a strong defense. But I did not see it there. So he's going to face this music all by herself. She's going to face the music all by herself in court. All right. So let's see what Sabrina said. So you see, she's contributing her time to do harm to the minors and a disabled child, backtracking. Her son did not tell a lie on her. A church should slap her with the highest. With the highest, they shouldn't brag about it. He told her to take the pictures. He said he was in the next room, which he wasn't. He was out drinking when she needed to leave. She could not because he was fast asleep. Then she just gave the court more authorization on her to come on her. Okay, let me read it back again. Then she now gave the court more authorization on her to come on her to how on her to how come and leave the children and leave the kids when their daddy could not wake up again. Let me just summarize what you're saying. Okay, maybe the man asked him to take the picture of them. Okay, fine. And then the man went to drink with his friends. That's what is all there on the social media. And he came back very sleepy, so she couldn't leave, and she had to stay again to watch over the children because their dad couldn't wake up. That's my own summarization of that. Monique, thank you for joining me today, beautiful. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your presence here today. My phone has finally died. I need to get my charger. I think I have a charger here, guys. Let me charge my phone. Finally, I was watching it going down and down and down. So give me a moment. All right. J-Law said a law was just passed in LA and someone sent it to Korra just before she left for St. Lucia. She said she sent it to her lawyer, so I believe things are happening. Crystal will not go free. Ooh, oh, yeah. I wanted Crystal to explain why she thinks it's okay to take pictures of the kids and distribute. Sincerely, I want to hear that too. Joanne said, it is a shame Koreans are not as brutal as JD. No, it's not a shame, sincerely, it's not. Because there is no gain fighting on social media. You don't get justice. Where you get justice is going to the court. And I made a live stream yesterday where I talked about Korra Obidi. What's next? What should Korra do because of the constant demonetization of her page? And in that my video, I was of the opinion that she can actually do a petition through change.gov to see if she can get at least 5 million people sign the petition. Facebook will listen. If you get 1 million people sign your petition, Facebook will listen. Honestly, let me not even shoot for 5. Let's say 1 million of her followers asking Facebook to get somebody to review this page, that something must be going on somewhere. 1 million people sign the petition, Facebook will listen. So it's a good thing that Koreans are not brutal. I really don't wish them to go on social media fighting on endless war. It doesn't make sense. There is nothing to gain from that. Rather, if you have such a situation, go through the right channel, seek judgment from the court, and you definitely get something. Give me 1 second. I'm happy that Koreans are not that brutal. I'm happy there is no gain coming on social media to fight. No, it doesn't add any value. Rather, do the right thing, go seek redress from the court of law, and that's where you get judgment. You don't get judgment from Facebook. You don't. Rather, you create more enmity on Facebook when you go that route. It's not a good thing. All right. Um, okay, Crystal is from Pennsylvania and not UK. Yeah, I know that's where she's from. Is somebody saying she's from UK? I don't know. All right. So the reason why I'm trying to get my phone because I have my evidence on my phone. A best both version. Okay, Joe. I got all your massive service sermon. Okay, Joe. I get you. So, thank you guys immensely for joining me on today's live stream. Okay, remember my live stream is conversational, so you can contribute your quota in the comment section. Let's hear what you think. Let's know your opinion. And again, if you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Oyoyo. I don't know if I introduced myself the first time, My name is Oyoyo. If you like what I do here, do me well by subscribing to my channel and also support Oyoyo by doing what? By joining my membership. And if you're watching from Facebook, please like, share, and support what we do here if you're watching from Facebook. Share and invite your friends, okay? Invite your friends. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and join my membership if you're yet to do so. All right. So we've been talking now for quite a while, and we've been discussing everything using Cardi B's filing for divorce and filing an amicable divorce with her husband. That's what they are going for, amicable divorce, and telling you that it is possible to separate or divorce from your partner without having to go back and forth fighting each other as if what happened. It does not make sense. It does not end well. Never you bring your divorce on social media. Look at what Mr. Korra Obidi did over 2 years ago. We are still talking about it. If you're having a situation in your marriage and it's no longer working, go to the court and seek a redress. File for a divorce. If you're a woman and you have little babies, seek for full custody. Unless if you're not sane, if you're an unfit mother, don't even bother because the court will embarrass you. But if you're fit and you're sane and you're the primary caregiver of the children, please and please shoot for the what? The stars. File for full custody, even if you're denied. And in the future, if anything happens, just like it happened in the case of Korra right now, she filed for she asked for full divorce, full custody, and it was not granted. In the course of raising these children, in the course of 2 years, strangers are now were seen to have gone to babysit those children, made videos of the children, shared in the WhatsApp group. That is now a public knowledge, okay? Mommy, so I'm smiling. It's just getting my code. Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. I agree with Joanne. If this was in UK and Cora was taking Crystal to court, even JD will not be allowed access to the children until investigation is over. But in the US, the process is slower. Yeah, the process is slower, and it depends on what was filed also. Because if she filed an outright um, case against minors, against her children, if that was the main thing she filed, by now serious investigation would have been going on before the court hearing. So she was filing on harassment to her and all of that. If it's just restraining order she's getting, you guys should understand. If she had gone on the basis of child abuse or child molestation, you understand, it would have been straight to criminal court. It would have been a straight criminal case. But when you're doing a restraining order, it's kind of a lower tone kind of situation. So it depends on what Korra filed. We're going to hear all of those on the 6th of August. All right, guys. So I've been talking for almost 2 hours, and it's been an amazing time discussing this with you guys. Like I said, divorce can still be amicable. The parties in question can have an amicable divorce, just like Cardi B and her husband Offset is going to continue. And be rest assured that I'll be sharing that divorce process here. We are going to be using it vis-a-vis to judge the one with Mr. Korra Obidi and Korra Obidi. There are so many things to learn. There are so many things. If you feel the marriage is no longer working, like Cardi B felt it wasn't working anymore, and she filed for a divorce, yes, you go to court and file for a divorce. Don't come on social media to file for a divorce. No. It's a capital no. Don't ever make that mistake. Social media is not the court. You can never get justice if you file for a divorce on social media like Mr. Korobidi did. You can never get justice. But when you go to the right place, which is the court of law, then you can get justice. You can get your marriage dissolved and then move in peace. Don't you ever bring your divorce issues to social media. It doesn't end well. It does not end well. And don't think because you're so special, it's going to end well. Nobody is special on social media. Today, the internet will love you. Tomorrow, they will dislike you. So don't take that for granted. That's my advice, my piece of advice to all of us here watching and listening. Okay. Then, the next thing I talked about already about custody. Make sure if you have little kids, go shoot for the stars. Ask for full custody and let it be that you did not get it. Because if you now bring a subsequent case in the future, the court will, you will get the attention of the court very quickly, and they are going to do well the second time. Okay? And again, consider yourself. Are you the primary caregiver of the children before you ask for full custody? Because whereby you're not, and it's your spouse that is the primary caregiver of the children, you're not going to get it. Okay? Those are the things they consider. Now, we talked also about this woman's defense that is all over social media. And I'm here to tell you guys it's laughable, okay? It's really, really laughable. The fact that they put her face on somebody's body and all of that with a jumpsuit, I don't know how that has anything to do with the case in court. But we are going to see how it plays out because I'm hopeful. We are going to see how it plays out. Then again, guys, if you haven't liked this video for me, please like the live stream, support what we are doing here by subscribing to the channel, and also share to your friends, share on your WhatsApp contact. If you're watching from Facebook, follow my pages on Facebook. Oyoyo's word most times don't get to stream from by you, Facebook. I don't know why. Maybe if they hear me say Korra Obidi on my title, they don't want to let it pass. I'm surprised I'm streaming on Oyoyo's word on Facebook. So please do me well by liking the video, sharing with your contact, and at the same time doing what? Subscribe my channel, join my membership here at Oyoyo's World to support what I do. I have somebody sitting in front of me and smiling at me. That's why I'm all smiles. Oh boy. So, guys, we'll be calling it a day, and I sincerely appreciate all of you. Oh, Shiro, thank you for joining. Yeah, the court date is on the 6th of this month. We are hopeful we are going to get the document. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so that you receive my videos whenever I am live. You'll be notified whenever I'm live. I want to especially thank all of you for your contribution today. Thank you guys immensely for joining me today. And I look forward to having you guys tomorrow for another interesting conversation as the cases develop, okay? Shira is saying, I'm hoping the judge will recommend criminal charge against. Yeah, that's what everybody is looking forward to, them refer that to, to a criminal court, let them decide that. Hopefully that will happen on the 6th. Our ears are all open. We'll be getting the court document as well to analyze the whole thing here on the channel. Marilyn, thank you for joining me today. I'm already rounding up. I've been talking for an hour and 57 minutes. It's such a long time to be talking, especially when my voice is still healing. All right, beautiful people. Thank you guys immensely. I will be calling it a day today. Hopefully, you guys join me tomorrow for another interesting conversation. My topic today is Cardi B. She filed for a divorce. Lessons from Mr. Korra Obidi. Divorce can be amicable. There is no point dragging your ex. There is no point coming on social media to call out your family members. There is no point coming out to drag your ex even after you have succeeded in getting final divorce and getting all the spousal support and all the payout. There is no gain. Divorce can be amicable because, yeah, people can still be friends even if they are no longer married. They could just have mutual respect for each other for the sake of their children. Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. Amicable divorce is possible. And Cardi B and Offset, they've agreed on moving on. And let's see how it plays out in the court. I'll be following this story. And if you like today's conversation, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow so that you'll be updated when new information concerning this topic we discussed today makes the headlines. Until I see you guys in my next live stream, please stay well, be blessed, and have a wonderful evening. My evening just started. It's 7 p.m. and I think my family they want to take a walk. So I might just be going out with them, okay? See you guys on my next live stream. Bye bye, everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, everyone. Are you guys going out? We're going to Aldi and then we're going to the park. Walk.